is just pathetic now.
What's poppin', y'all? Aiden Ross recently put on his biggest boxing / MMA fighting event this past weekend, and the biggest embarrassment on here, and who may end up being a liability, was none other than 6ix9ine. So 6ix9ine, he was one of the sportscasters on here, and he decided to make some comments that, frankly, I found quite disgusting.
For Ray J, anything else you got coming up outside of tour or what?
I just want to show the love to all the people. That's it.
Well, we appreciate you showing love, man. It's always a pleasure to have you, bro. Goated. Bye.
All right, well, that's very nice.
Let's keep the girls away from Chris
Oh,
Brown.
come on, Danny.
I'm sorry.
That's not even cool, bro. Come on.
I'm sorry. Let's keep the girls away from that guy.
No, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's not. Come on, Danny.
So here you have Chris Brown showing up, and then you have 6ix9ine making comments like that. Now, this is really, really terrible. I'll get into why 6ix9ine should not be making jokes like that in general. First off, 6ix9ine himself has been guilty of the same thing and has admitted it himself on interviews with Vlad and other platforms, saying he's put hands on at least 2 of his previous girlfriends, one of them being his baby mama. I think he even caught charges for it. Not too certain, but there's at least 2 that he's admitted to. We don't know if there's more than that. With Chris Brown, it was one incident when he was damn near a teenager. Wasn't he 19, 20 years old at the time? And that was one. We've never heard another woman say Chris Brown has even gotten close to laying a finger on them. Now, some people will say, oh yeah, you know, Karuche, he was stalking her, all that. That's a different story. And that's different from putting hands on them. And then why was Chris Brown even there? So Chris Brown was there because he's cool with Ray J. He's there to support Ray J. And you got to keep in mind, Chris Brown, he's blooded up. Ray J, he's blooded up. But Ray J is also tight with Whack 100. Whack 100, I think, manages Ray J. He probably helped set this fight up. And a little bit of a rewind.
I didn't know Ray J was thugging. That's news to me. I knew Chris Brown was, though. I heard Chris Brown get down in them streets. Nigga, you see a nigga that be dancing and moving like that, doing all that shit. Hey, you don't want to mess with a motherfucker. That's an athletic motherfucker, boy. He bust your ass quick. And I know he running with them big B's. I ain't gonna care. But I didn't know that about Ray J though. Shit.
Whether you want to believe it or not, first impressions are literally everything. And something that is absolutely unavoidable when it comes to that is your skin. So if you haven't already been prioritizing your skincare, Teach Hanley is here to save the day. This channel has been a proud partner with Teach Hanley over the years because when I tell you, when it comes to skincare, these guys know exactly what to do. If you click the link off my description, you're gonna get 40% off of your first starter box right here, which has everything you need to have a simple, straight to the point skincare routine and a free gift worth up to $20 in value. You can't really beat that. Every box comes with a daily face wash. You're gonna be able to use this after a long day's work to bring back that refreshing feeling and get back in your bag. An exfoliation scrub to get deep within your pores and remove dirt and grime. You're only gonna use this one about like 2 times a week. An AM and a PM moisturizer to bring your skin back to full hydration. One for when you're going throughout your day and the other for when you're going to bed at night. The super serum cream to help strengthen your skin for long-term benefits, and an eye cream to get those bags under your eyes just right. This one was big for me personally because I'm in front of the computer screen all day, so this has been a huge help. I love the eye cream. Every box comes with a super straight to the point instruction manual. It tells you how much to use, how little to use. If you're able to read picture books, you're going to be able to understand this. Click the link in my description and get 40% off of your first box and a gift worth up to $20 in value right now. Teach Hanley is consistent, it's easy to use, and it actually works. Now let's get back to the video.
There's an insane clip between Ray J and Aiden Ross.
Did you say you just beat your at 13 to Ray J's video?
Can I just explain the story? What? Ray J, so I got home early as from school. My dad walked in on me jerking off to you and Kim. I swear to God, bro, on everything I love. My dad.
Weirdo.
Dad walked in. He thought I was Ray J. He was so happy that I was off to you, bro. My dad walked in the room. He said, "Good boy, son. You're not." I swear to God, bro. Thank you, bro. What? But I ain't gonna lie though, bro. The angles were, you could have got better.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing I like about the tape, like Kim K, she was moving like a starfish. She ain't had no moves.
Yeah, you're
Right,
Yo,
bro.
how you ain't teach her?
All right, bro.
Aiden Ross, his own father was suspicious with his son being on the playing for the other team, and Ray J helped him prove that. And this was back in 2025. And then now this year, full circle moment, right? You've got Ray J fighting on your card. But the connection here is that you want to have somebody like a Chris Brown who's been trying to clean up his name. He's going on tour with Usher. He's coming to support Ray J. He's a huge celebrity. He's at his peak right now in terms of a comeback. He just dropped an album recently. Yeah, it got a bunch of hate via Pitchfork, but that was it. That was the only outlet really hating on him, and did more promotion than anything else because I went and
I wasn't too mad at it, honestly. Like, it was a couple of songs that I ended up saving. I did see the bad press on that album. How did y'all feel about Brown? My lady viewers, are y'all tapped into that? I know y'all love y'all some Chris Breezy, man. Y'all don't gotta cap a nigga down, bro.
Listen to the album because of how much they hated on it. Actually not because of how much they hated on it. I went and listened to it, and I didn't know that it even dropped until I saw how much they hated on it. And it was just a really biased, gross article. So if you are an Aiden Ross, you can't even play like, oh man, I can't control 6ix9ine, because 6ix9ine is basically your man's. Chris Brown's looking at it like, yo, this guy's talking about me when I'm trying to clean my name up. He just is going through a hell of a lot. And he's been on an upswing. I think he had one of the best-selling tours last year. He was doing these stadium shows. And he comes to show you support because it's beneficial to Aiden for a celebrity to show up. And you know he doesn't mess with 6ix9ine for sure because of the whole like gang affiliation and all that stuff and the fact that 6ix9ine told. And they were never cool in the first place. So for him to make those jokes, you have to be in a position where you got to shut that stuff down. Like, you can't hit the, oh man, come on, don't do that. Because 6ix9ine's not just another person that you have showing up. He's an individual.
And you don't need 6ix9ine, Aiden Ross. Like, when I see shit like this, it's kind of like, okay, you can't control the words coming out of his mouth, but shit like that, man, get that nigga up out of there. Just so you can show it's like, hey, bro, this is my platform. I'm letting you on my platform. You do not disrespect my platform. You feel me? Like, that shit's weird, bro. I would have had that nigga escorted off the shit, straight up.
Well, that you're tight with. You guys are both sponsored.
But then it does kind of show Aiden Ross' character. He don't really give a fuck. He probably thought that shit was funny.
By the same company that sponsors your event. You guys have done a bunch of streams together. You guys are as close as it gets to friends, right? I mean, he's up there commentating with you. And you had him doing the halftime performance. And this is the embarrassing part about it. Because 6ix9ine would come out to do a halftime performance that was pathetic. I tweeted this out and I said that I can't play the performance for you guys, obviously because of the music, but he actually said the Trippie Red line from Gummo, which I thought was a good touch. I think that's entertaining. But this guy couldn't even control his breath and rap out his own songs. He had gained 60 pounds after getting locked up for like, what, a month or two? So, his sponsor must have had him eating. Of course, he shouts out the sponsor during the halftime show. But you're involved in this, and you can't even get your performance right. Because we've seen 6ix9ine perform when he's lost weight and been in shape. Because he was previously overweight. Well, he started off not overweight. Then he got really overweight. Then he lost all of the weight. I think he was using like fat burners, hitting the sauna, all of that, and then you get that incident at LA Fitness. So I guess they beat him up so.
Hey, bro, you fouled for that. That's funny as shit, though.
Bad. They traumatized him from going to the gym and getting that extra weight off of him. Shit. But when you're putting up a pitiful performance like that, and you're just out of shape, music is just not hitting. Well, you can't even make your old hits hit. That's how poorly you're performing them. Out of breath. You can't be talking trash and clowning people like Chris Brown, who has been in shape, has been performing, and has been consistently making music for 20 plus years. You can't be doing that. And there are a lot of celebrities that would amplify Aiden Ross's promotion, and they've got to get 6ix9ine together. Like Jordan or whoever the hell, somebody that's stern needs to let 6ix9ine know, yo, you can't be doing this. Because 6ix9ine says like, yeah, I'm a good friend and all of that. Well, if you're such a good friend, you would think.
Shut the fuck up. Then stop trying to mess my emotion up, nigga. If you such a good friend, shut your ass up and don't say shit like that. Don't embarrass me.
Not to talk trash about the celebrities that Adin Ross has at his event. I don't think he personally invited Chris Brown. Chris Brown showed up to support Ray J. And when he showed up, I don't think he thought, okay, I'm going to get me putting hands on a chick, an incident that happened 15 plus years ago that everyone likes to hold over on me. I'm going to have that clip surfacing everywhere now because 6ix9ine said it. I don't think that was on his mind, but that's exactly what happened. And that's going to deter people in the future from wanting to show up. So with 6ix9ine as a good friend, what he should be doing is thinking, okay, how can I make sure that all of these guests who may have an issue with me don't feel uncomfortable being at Adin Ross's event? Like, they have to deal with me because me and Adin Ross are tight, but don't insert yourself where you don't need to be inserted. I thought this was distasteful by 6ix9ine, and I thought it was a bad move to do to Adin Ross. Like the whole dissing Trippie Redd part in the little square when he was performing, I think that's funny, right? Trippie Redd's not there. Trippie Redd and Adin aren't tight. You're not starting anything by doing that. And you and Trippie Redd just have that history. It is what it is. Even though you said that you'd be down to patch it up, and then you're still dissing him. But like I said, Trippie Redd should not get anywhere near this guy. Just look at the performance. Not that Trippie Redd was the greatest performer, because the last I remember of when Trippie Redd was torn, people were complaining that he was showing up late and giving a garbage performance. But hey, at least he's got recent songs that are doing well. No, he doesn't. I just said that. I was hoping that was the case, but Trippie Redd does not have that. He is teasing new music, though. He put out like an IG post with 3 different snippets and asking what people are messing with. You guys should check that out. We support Trippie Redd heavily over here. Better musician than 6ix9ine.
I'm not the biggest Trippie Redd fan, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't got Trippie Redd songs in my catalog. I fuck with Trippie Redd. I can say that. I fuck with Trippie Redd. It's not one of my favorites, but definitely has put out some good songs over the years.
That's for sure. 6ix9ine kills him as an entertainer, though. But yeah, I think this moment is very, very different from a Sean Strickland Ben the Don situation. I need to contrast those two because people that may have followed the event, they might have seen that, where Sean Strickland was calling out Ben the Don.
Dude, he's got this. Oh man, there's so many influencers. Yeah.
What is it?
You guys see what I'm dealing with here?
I'm having that phone over here. We gotta go hide that cup for real quick. Why is this microphone?
Have you seen the Fifth Element black guy that's just like running around? Ruby, Fifth Element black guy, that's him.
I haven't seen it.
You never seen Fifth Element?
It's cringe.
Oh, I mean, you never seen Fifth Element?
I've seen Fifth Element,
The
but I don't
hot
know.
blonde chick that like there's no titties, but when you're like, yeah, you seen it.
Said, hold on, you just said, yeah, over to Adin. Ain't now one of y'all black.
Thank you. We have a halftime performance, guys. I'm going to surprise people with a halftime performance. We can just hang out for a little bit if you want to get some water. I do want you to commentate at least one more fight, Sean, please.
I'll commentate one fight.
All right, we got...
But you got a real sensitive black man there, bro.
No, it's not. Ben's great.
He said he got real sensitive, bro, about the N-word.
He didn't actually say the N-word.
Oh, but he sounded real sensitive, bro. Like, what the bro?
But he didn't actually say it.
This man's out here talking about his grandmother, then he shames him, but not even...
Yo, this is weird. What the fuck? I didn't even know this happened.
Weirdo.
Hey, man. Adin Ross shit is like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Now I'm understanding why everything's blurred off the screen.
being racist.
Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. But
Yeah,
no,
it's real bad, bro.
No, but
So those are two instances where someone could say, well, what's the difference between that and what he did to Chris Brown? Well, number one, Sean Strickland and Adin Ross don't have the relationship that Adin Ross has with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine can be controlled. He is getting paid by their sponsor company as well. And frankly, he knows better. When he brings Sean Strickland in there, that guy is subject to say anything. So Adin can throw his hands up and be like, listen, man, you know, and he defended Sean, to be fair there, or he defended Ben the Don, to be fair there. And Ben the Don is aware of how his industry works. Like, he's getting in there. He knows there's going to be comments made about them. He's not just some random guest that's a celebrity like Chris Brown is. And him getting called out for being sensitive is very different from 6ix9ine calling out Chris Brown
for something that is, you know, career damaging. Nobody wants to be called a woman beater. Now, again, it happened, but we're going to keep... It's like, at what point do you just, like... I don't want to say let it go, but it's like... When you really look into that situation, it's a lot deeper than the headlines. And I get it. It's the internet. People are going to joke. But 6ix9ine doing this in this setting was completely disgusting. It was just distasteful as shit.
Brown's past that's used against him by people that just want to see him suffer for the rest of his life for a mistake that he made when he was very young. So that's why I wanted to draw those two, because I feel like some people, in good fairness, will be like, well, what about this situation? And I think those two are different. Sean Strickland is definitely different in his relationship with Aiden Ross. Both, that guy just showed up there because of Nina, who's cool with Aiden. And Sean Strickland is good friends with her. Whereas 6ix9ine is there because he's tight with Aiden. Oh yeah, also, if this guy's doing content right now, 6ix9ine, him going through a weight loss journey is something that people will actually want to follow and probably get motivated themselves too. This guy's been eating too good doing those Vlad interviews.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. My name is Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction live on Twitch. Link in the description. I'll see you there in the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.